This video is on documentation and evidence. Whenever you have a security incident, you need to gather evidence. RFC 3227 is the guideline used by security professionals for evidence collection and archiving. RFC describes 3 phases for the digital forensics process, which are acquisition of data, the analysis of that data, and reporting of that data. A legal hold, also known as litigation hold, is the process by which organizations preserve potentially relevant information when litigation is pending or reasonably anticipated. By issuing a legal hold, organizations notify custodians about their duty not to delete ESI or physical documents relevant to a case. Legal hold basically describes what type of data needs to be preserved for later use. Data copied for this legal hold is often stored in a separate repository, and it is referred to as electronically stored information or ESI. These legal holds may ask for many different kinds of information and many types of applications, and the information is stored for a certain amount of time or maybe indefinite hold. When you receive a legal hold and have the responsibility to gather and maintain the data, you will preserve all of the information. Do note that not all data can be used in a legal environment, and the laws are different depending on the location. The important part of the collected data is a set of standards that allow the data to be used in a legal environment. Also, if you're authorized to gather information, the data itself has to be protected and collected the correct way. You should use best practices for tools and procedures that you follow. For digital evidence to appear at court and be legally admissible, the evidence must be authentic, accurate, complete, and convincing to the jury. Video can also provide information external to the computer and network. You can capture screen information and other details around the system that normally would not be captured through other means. Ensure you take care of video evidence as well. And for all evidence that you collect and archive, ensure you apply chain of custody to make sure that no changes occur to the collected data. You're legally required to document and maintain the integrity of the evidence. Chain of custody is chronological documentation or paper trail that records the sequence of custody, control, transfer, analysis, and disposition of materials, including physical or electronic evidence. It is common to have a catalog that labels and documents everything collected into a central database. You can also use hashes during the collection process to easily verify the data is the same data that is collected. Evidence tagging helps identify the collected item. The tag consists of date, time, control number, and name or initials of the investigators, and much more. Time is the most critical part you need for evidence. Timeline enables a viewer to understand temporal relationships quickly. Note that some devices and data may have different timestamps, whether it's due to configuration or due to time zones. If you're using file allocation table file system, all of the timestamps are stored in the local time on that system. If the device was storing information in a file system using NTFS, the timestamps are stored in Greenwich Mean Time (GMT). The time offsets can be different depending on the operating system you're using. This can all be depicted on a report, which should start with a summary providing a high-level overview of what occurred during the security event. There should also be detailed documentation describing how the data was collected, the analysis performed on that data, the inference, and the conclusion gathered based on that analysis. Event logs provide a wealth of information because they store details about the operating system, the security events, and the applications running in the operating system. It is a detailed record of the system, security, and application notifications. And also ensure you conduct interviews. Interviews will allow you to ask questions and get information about what person saw when a particular security event occurred and much more.